Where is Josh Simmons? We know about extremely unusual absence from Chiefs. Josh Simmons, an offensive tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs, was drafted in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft and has been a starter on the team's offensive line this season. Ahead of the Chiefs' Week 6 matchup against the Detroit Lions on Sunday Night Football, Simmons was added to the injury report and listed as questionable just hours before the game. He did not play and has not been with the team during the Week 7 lead-up to Sunday's game against the Las Vegas Raiders. Kansas City has listed Simmons on its injury report as not injury-related personal. Here is more on what we know about Simmons' unusual absence from the Chiefs. This story will be updated as additional information becomes available. Josh Simmons updates. Simmons was ruled out ahead of the Chiefs' Week 6 game due to personal reasons. When Week 7 practice began on Wednesday, Simmons was absent and still dealing with a personal matter. His absence continued Thursday, and the offensive lineman is on track not to play in Week 7 unless he participates in Friday's practice. What happened to Josh Simmons? We don't know for sure. The only concrete information that we have been given is that NFL Network's Ian Rappaport said that Simmons is dealing with a family matter back home in California. Josh Simmons' personal issue timeline. Chiefs have no injury designations on final Week 6 injury report. October 10, the Chiefs released their final injury designations for the Week 6 game against the Detroit Lions. No players were listed. Simmons is added to game day injury report as questionable. October 12, Simmons was added to the injury report at 2:57 p.m. Eastern Time on game day, less than 6 hours before kickoff. He was listed as questionable with the description, not injury-related, personal. Simmons is ruled out for Week 6. October 12, Simmons was downgraded to out at 6:06 p.m. Eastern Time. Andy Reid speaks about Simmons. October 15 on Wednesday, head coach Andy Reid spoke to the media in his weekly press conference. About Simmons, he said, as far as Josh Simmons' situation goes, I'm not going to comment on it today. General Manager Brett Veach is handling everything there. And we'll leave it at that. Reid was asked if they had a timeline for the offensive lineman's return, and he shook his head no. October 16, ESPN Chiefs beat reporter Nate Taylor had a radio appearance on 96.5 The Fan. He couldn't go on the record with any of the information that he had heard from sources. He simply said, I do believe it is a family matter. Taylor also added that Simmons' Week 5 add to the injury report ahead of the game against the Jacksonville Jaguars of an illness was related to this personal matter. I was sort of told yesterday that his blip on the injury report hours before kickoff in the stadium in Jacksonville is related to what he's dealing with now. Taylor ended the segment with I can't imagine.